We're talking about our Entrepreneurship Center here at Houston Community College, and we're joined by Sandra Louvier, who is the director of the center. Good afternoon again, Sandra.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And we've got Rachel Cevallos, who is the president of Identity Plus LLC. Thanks for being here, Rachel.
Thank you for having me, Todd. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, you've gone through the program. Tell us exactly how you were involved with the Entrepreneurship Center. But first, before we get to that, why don't you tell me a bit about your company?
Okay. Thank you. Identity Plus is a design and decorating company in the wearables and promotional products industry. We are located in Houston's historic East End. Our wearables decorating platform includes screen printing, direct-to-garment, dye sublimation, and embroidery. And our promotional products platform is pretty much virtually unlimited because we have access to manufacturers from all over the world, from low-end trinkets you can put your logo on to high-end custom products. And we do most of the decorating in-house for all the wearables.
And you were involved with the Small Business Success Series by HCC. What is that exactly, and how did you apply for it?
I received an email, and the topic of the email was Small Business Success Series. So immediately I was drawn to it because I was drawn to the name Small Business Success Series, and because of HCC. I am a product of HCC. I attended HCC classes back before they had the campuses, when they were having classes at the high schools. So I always, anytime something comes across from HCC, I make sure that I open it. And we were in the middle of our growth plan. We had just moved from a small boutique in the Heights to a large 4,000 square foot facility in the East End. We made that move and spent a lot of money moving and doing a lot of build out because our customers at that point were corporate accounts and they wanted us to store items for them. And we were also planning on having events there. So as soon as we made the move and did the build out, the pandemic hit.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, I needed to adjust. I needed to pivot. You know, we were all pivoting at this point. And the email came across and it was at the perfect time. I needed a new strategy. So that's why I signed up for the program.
And tell us what you were able to learn through it.
We learned a lot. At first, the platform was great. Not only were the facilitators great, the entrepreneurs that I met that helped, in the breakout rooms, they really helped me get through some of it. But the platform was really good because it was 2 hours a week, 2 hours a day, 2 days a week, and that fit right into my schedule.
So I want to bring Sandra into the conversation. Sandra, this has got to be a success story for you because you're able to reach out to potential students for your program at the right time when they needed the assistance.
Yes, in fact, we developed the Small Business Success Series over a number of years, and we took it virtual because we knew people needed it now more than ever. And so it is for proposed startup and existing entrepreneurs, and people apply to get into the Small Business Success Series. And when they get in, they move through it over 5 weeks. So it's fairly focused, but it's an excellent opportunity for them to strategize and pivot. And I love what Rachel said about how she learned from the facilitators as well as from the entrepreneurs in her small group breakout exercises. That's intentional.
So Rachel, just to recap for folks who are just joining us now, you had a small business and you were located in the Heights. You guys were doing great. You were getting some corporate accounts. It's time to expand. So you moved to a larger location on the east side of Houston, and then the pandemic hit. You went through the Small Business Success Series with HCC. What were you able to move into your business to start thriving again?
We concentrated on smaller companies, designing logos for smaller businesses that didn't have the money to invest in large quantities of shirts or promotional items. And so we were able to work with them, design logos for them, and also produce products for them. That's how the program helped me pivot and find a new customer base. While the bigger corporate accounts are on hold for now, I was able to pivot to the smaller businesses.
Were these things you had even thought about when you were operating out of the Heights that, a year down the road, I may be reaching out to small businesses and that could be my new business model?
No, I was ready to go for the big corporate, large 5,000, 10,000, 70,000 piece jobs, not the 5 and 10 piece products. The other thing that we were also able to do really relatively quickly is one of my t-shirt manufacturers decided that they were going to make masks. And during the pandemic, we pivoted and started printing on masks, and we did that for 4 months. I mean, that's all we printed were masks in small quantities because people couldn't get them with their logo in small quantities. You had to order hundreds or thousands of them.
Were you able to develop any opportunities through networking through this Small Business Success Series?
Yes. And you know, when people would reach out to me after the chat room, they're like, oh, Rachel does shirts and for small quantities, and she'll help me create a logo. So yes, I was able to increase business sales through the entrepreneurs that I met at the in the program.
Now, Sandra, I know the Small Business Success Series is one of your programs. You have one of your signature programs. Another one I want to mention, because we've had him on the show just a few weeks ago. You have something going on with Mattress Mac out there, or a selling series. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yes, Mattress Mac is you know, everyone in Houston knows Mattress Mac and Jim McInville. And so he's collaborated with our Center for Entrepreneurship to develop training that's going to be delivered about how teaching people how to sell and sell well using his principles and our experience as entrepreneurs and business people to deliver some strong training. And so that is in development now and will be delivered in the spring.
That'll be an exciting one. I'm sure it'll attract a lot of folks. That guy's just as popular as any mayor that Houston's ever had, although he's been around longer than any of our mayors have, you know, collectively. For the programs that we've talked about today, Sandra, the business plan competition, the one that Rachel's involved in, the Small Business Success Series, and the upcoming Mattress Mac Selling Success Series. Are there costs involved with those? How do the people learn more? Can they go to your websites? How does that work?
Well, right now, because of the pandemic and because of generous sponsors, we're delivering these programs at no cost to the entrepreneurs or to the students. So the business plan competition has had some great sponsors in 2020. It was Lift Fund, it was Wallace Bank, it was Hagel. The Houston Association of Government Guaranteed Lenders, Pro Video Systems, Permit Us Now, even past alumni of the competition have come in and sponsored the competition. And then with the Small Business Success Series, Wells Fargo Bank is sponsoring it. And with Mattress Mac, that's been funded as well. So we're very fortunate to be able to deliver this programming in this way. So
folks, the takeaway here is if you've got a small business and you're struggling, or just a business and you need to redesign your plan, HCC has assistance through our Entrepreneurship Center. We're going to have the links to them. Rachel, we want to thank you for being on the show. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And Sandra, always good to see you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.